Morning students. Today we will start the new lesson. Lesson number 6, the Sultans of Delhi. At first we will study the introduction. During the 11th to 12th centuries, the Turks repeatedly invaded Indian territories. In the centuries of 11th and 12th century, the Turks repeatedly again and again invaded Indian territories. These invasions finally culminated in the establishment of the rule of Sultans of Delhi. Delhi Sultans, the ruled in the year of 1206 to 1526 Common Era. This lesson briefly states the policies of Sultans, their administration, socio-economic condition of the period, and the contribution made by them to the architecture and literature. So, beginning from the 8th centuries, there were repeated invasions from across the northwestern border of India. Look students, beginning of the 8th centuries, from the northwestern border of India, the invention was made by again and again. These inventions aimed at looting the wealth, acquiring territories and spreading Islam. So what are the main reason for the invention? Look, looting the wealth, acquiring territories and spreading Islam were the reason for the invention of the Arabs. The Arab invention. The Arabs were the first to invade the Indian territories. Arab people were the first to invade the Indian territories. They invaded Sindh in 712 Common Era. As a result of their victory, the province of Sindh and Multan came under their control. When the Arab did the invention in the year of 712 Common Era, they won in that invention. As the victory, the province of Sindh and Multan came under their control. With this, the Islam started taking the roots in the newly conquered land. However, Arab aggression soon declared. Look students, when they got the lands here, they started to spread the Islam religion in this land, in the India. However, the Arab aggression soon declared. The Turkish invention. Muhammad Ghazni is one of the important person here. 3 centuries later, it means the Sindh was acquired from the Arab invention in the year of 712. After 3 centuries, it means after 300 years later, Muhammad Ghazni of Turkish origin invaded India. He came to India. That time, Muhammad was the Sultan of Ghazni, a small kingdom in Afghanistan. Look student, Muhammad Ghazni was the Sultan of a small kingdom in Afghanistan. He was the small king of Afghanistan. He made an invention on India. He invaded India 17 times, looting and destroying prosperous cities and wealthy temples. Look students, whenever he came to India, Muhammad Ghazni, he looted money, he looted wealth of India, and he destroying important cities of India. Prominent among such temples were Sri Krishna temple at Mathura, that is in Uttar Pradesh, and a rich and sacred temple of Somanatha, Gujarat. Look here students, Muhammad Ghazni destroyed the Sri Krishna temple at Mathura and Somanatha temple of Gujarat. He looted a lot of wealth of India. He invaded India 17 times. Next, another king, Muhammad Ghori. During the last quarter of the 12th century, Muhammad Ghori, who was ruling a kingdom in Afghanistan. How the Muhammad Ghazni was a small king of Afghanistan. Like that, Muhammad Ghori was also a small king of Afghanistan. Invaded India and secured the province of Sindh and Punjab. He acquired the Sindh and Punjab of India. When he made further advance into Indian territories, Prithviraj Chauhan, the king of Delhi and Ajmer, defeated in a battle. Look students, at first Muhammad Ghori acquired the Sindh and Punjab of India, but he tried to acquire the more territories of India. That time he had to face the Prithviraj Chauhan. Prithviraj Chauhan was the king of Delhi and Ajmer. Prithviraj Chauhan defeated Muhammad Ghori in a battle. However, Prithviraj Chauhan defeated him. However, Muhammad was spared from death penalty. The very next year, look here, at first Prithviraj Chauhan defeated Muhammad Ghori, but he did not kill the Muhammad Ghori, he lived him. But very next year, Muhammad Ghori came to India and fought with Prithviraj and defeated him. Next year, Muhammad Ghori defeated Prithviraj Chauhan, but he killed the Muhammad Ghori. Muhammad ordered him to be killed. Delhi came under the control of Muhammad Ghori. Before returning to Afghanistan, he transferred the conquered territories to his general by name Qutbuddin Aibak. Aibak started ruling as Sultan of Delhi. Look student, Muhammad Ghori killed the Prithviraj Chauhan, but when he was going to Afghanistan, he gave the power to the Qutbuddin Aibak. Qutbuddin Aibak was the general of Muhammad Ghori. After Muhammad Ghori went to Afghanistan, Qutbuddin Aibak started to ruling as the Sultan of Delhi. Then the slave dynasty. Qutbuddin was the first Sultan of Delhi. He had originally been a slave and hence the dynasty founded by him is known as slave dynasty. Look here, Qutbuddin Aibak was a slave of Muhammad Ghori. That's why at first he was a slave, but later he became the Sultan of Delhi. The slave Khilji, the Tughlaq, the Sayyid and Lodi are the 5 dynasties who ruled Delhi. He strengthened the Turkish rule in India by defeating his enemies. To mark his victory, he started constructing Qutub Minar at Mehrauli near Delhi. Later, it was completed by Sultan Iltutmish. Look students, Qutbuddin Aibak was the founder of slave dynasty. There are 5 dynasties are there. The slave, the Khilji, the Tughlaq, the Sayyid and the Lodi. These 5 dynasties ruled the Delhi, and Qutbuddin Aibak strengthened the Turkish rule in India by defeating his enemies. To mark his victory, he started to constructing the Qutub Minar at Mehrauli near Delhi. Later it was completed by the Sultan Iltutmish. The only female ruler during the Sultanate's period was Razia, a daring sultana. She dispensed justice in the royal court. She dressed herself as a man and led army in battlefield. Intolerant of a woman's rule, the nobles rebelled her and killed her. Look students, the Delhi Sultanates ruled the Delhi, but only a Razia was the female ruler during the Sultanate's period. Razia was a daring sultana and she dispensed justice in a royal court. She dressed herself, Razia dressed herself as a man and led the army in the battlefield. Even in the battlefield, she took the leadership of the army and she did the war. Intolerant of women's rule. Most of the male person did not accept her rule, and that's why those nobles rebelled against her and killed her. This is about today's lesson. We will continue the remaining topic in the next class. Read well. Have a nice day.